you grade 11s. Let us look at the problem. Question 6 from the DBE question paper, November 2018. You are given the two functions there, which is f of x and g of x. Your f of x, you must identify it has a squared. It means it's a parabola. And then g of x has a base and an exponent, and it means it is exponential. And then they told you that a graph of f cuts the x-axis at a and c. It means a and c are your x-intercept. X-intercepts because they say it cuts the x-axis. And then y-axis at e, it means e is your y-intercept of f. So be careful of that. You must know that for x-intercept, very important rules that you have to know. For x-intercept, you must let your y be equal to 0, and then for y-intercept, you must let your x be equal to 0. Very, very important. Then the turning point there is D. We have a formula for turning point if we have an equation in standard form. And then graph G cuts the x-axis at A. It means it is the x-intercept of the exponential. And then y-axis at B, it means B is the y-intercept of the exponential. First question, they are looking for the equation of the asymptote of G. G is an exponential. Exponential functions have asymptotes, a line whereby your graph does not touch that line. And you always get it from the equation. That value there is the equation of the asymptote. So it's going to be y is equals to -4. That is 1 mark. Then 6.2, the coordinates of D. D is your turning point. You can directly get your turning point from the equation. If it's x minus 3, then it means in your coordinate you're going to write +3. If it was x plus 3, then it's going to be -3. So it's negative there in your equation. So in your coordinate form, it's going to be +3 is 2. Then this value there, it's 25. So it's 2 marks. Then 6.3, the range of f. We have two cases. When you have a smiling graph, you have a minimum point. When you have a frowning graph, you have a maximum point. So when you have a minimum, just note that for your range is going to be the set of y values. So y must be bigger or equals to this value. Let's say it's q, the q value. Then when you have a maximum, you must know that y must be less or equals to q. So in this case, in the question, we have a maximum. So it means that your y must be less or equals to q value. The maximum value there, the y value is 25. Remember, the coordinates of D is 3 is to 25. So you take the y value of turning point, so 25. Then 6.4, length of EB. Remember, E is the y-intercept, so you have to find the coordinates of E, also the coordinates of B. B is the y-intercept. They are both y-intercepts. E is the y-intercept of F, and then B is the y-intercept of B. Of g of x. Sorry. So this one is for f of x. This one is the y-intercept of f of x, the y-intercept of g of x. So let's find the y-intercept. For y-intercept, remember we let x be equal to 0. We let x be equal to 0. So it's going to be y is equals to negative, you write the equation of f of x. It's going to be 0 minus 3 squared plus 25. Then you punch in your calculator. Negative 0 minus 3 squared plus 25. So you're going to get 16. So it means E will be, remember, 0, x, and then 16, the y value obtained. Then the y-intercept of g of x, you let x be 0. Then it's going to be y is equals to 2 into 1 over 2, 0 plus 1 minus 4. Then you punch in your calculator. 2 into 1 over 2, exponent of 0 plus 1 minus 4. Then you get minus 3. So it's going to be 0 to minus 3. Then to find the length now of EB, you don't have to use distance formula, ladies and gentlemen. No, these are functions. It's not analytical geometry. For you to find the length, you just say, because of they are y values, remember they are y values, you just say y large minus y small. If you are looking for the length of the coordinates on the x-axis, you're just gonna use x large minus x small. So your largest y value there is 16, minus of the equation, the smallest there is negative 3. Then it will be 16 minus 3, then you get 19 units. Then you are done. Then the next question, 6.5. Determine the values of x for which f is decreasing. Where f is decreasing, let's look where f is decreasing. F is increasing from here to there. It is increasing. But from this point up until to infinity, it is decreasing. So what does this tell you? It means x must be bigger or equal to what? To 3, to the x value of the turning point. So that is when your graph starts to decrease. Oh, I'm not supposed to use this inequality sign. X must be bigger than 3. After 3, that is when your graph starts decreasing. I hope it is clear. And then next one, this is 2 marks. And then 6.6, the average gradient between A and B. Also between A and B, you need to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, the coordinates of A. You need the coordinates of A, you need the coordinates of B. So A is the x-intercept of G. So let's do like this. For x-intercept, let y be 0. So we are going to use the function of G. So it's going to be 0 is equals to 2, 1 over 2, x plus 1 minus 4. Then you transpose the 4. Negative 4 is equals to, positive 4 is equals to 2, 1 over 2, x plus 1. Then you solve for x by dividing both sides by 2. It cancels off, then you remain with 1 over 2, x plus 1 is equals to 2. Then you change the fraction and make it the same base as that one. So it's going to be 2 exponent negative 1, x plus 1 is equals to 2. Then you are going to have, you multiply the exponents. lots of exponents. So it's going to be 2 exponent of negative x negative y is equals to 2 exponent of y. Then the bases are the same, you just equate the exponents. So it's going to be the x negative x minus 1 is equals to 1. Then I'm going to transpose the x, then x is equals to minus 1 minus 1, then x is equals to negative 2. So you got negative 2 there is to 0. Then for b is the y-intercept. So let me, for y-intercept, you let x be equal to 0. Then you use the very same formula, y is equals to 2 1 over 2 0 plus 1 minus 4. Oh, I think we got it. We got the coordinates of b somewhere there. 0 to negative 3. We are sorted. So there's no need for this. Then we find the average gradient as the question says, the average gradient. So it's m is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then your y2, let's use this, negative 3 minus your y1 is 0 over 0 minus 2. Then you punch in your calculator, minus 3 minus 0 over 0 minus 2. Then you're going to get negative 3 over 2. That is your average gradient. Next question, 6.7. Let me write 6.7 here. I hope we are fine with the answers here. 6.5, 6.7. Graph T is obtained by reflecting G about the x-axis. Key point, reflecting graph G about the x-axis. When you reflect about the x-axis, you change the sign of the y. You change y and make it negative. So where is graph G? Graph G is that one, the exponential. Let's write it. Y is equals to 2 1 over 2 x plus 1 minus 4. When we reflect when we reflect it about the x-axis, we just put a negative in front of y. If they say reflect G about about the y-axis, we're gonna change the x and make it negative, but that's not the case. So when you put negative here, make sure you divide by -1 both sides so that it becomes positive. Then it's going to be y is equals to, then it changes this term, so it's going to be -2 1 over 2 x plus 1. Then it changes that one also, it's going to be plus 4. So they are looking for the range of t. Remember I said the range will be determined by the asymptote. So for example, if you have something like this, if you have an exponential and an asymptote, it means your range will be y must be bigger than the asymptote. It must not be bigger or equal to, because it does not touch the asymptote. So it's going to be y bigger than, let's say it's q, bigger than q. Then if you have an asymptote like this, then your graph is below the asymptote. So it's going to be y less than q. Are we together? So in this case, the asymptote, your graph is reflected about the x-axis. It means your asymptote will be at the top, then your graph will be at the bottom. So it means y must be less than 4. That is your the range. 6.8 if P of x is equal to f of x plus 2, you write down the coordinates of the turning point P. So now 6.8, they say if P of x is equal to f of x plus 2, you want a new turning point. So in replacement of f of x, you write the equation of f of x, which is negative x minus 3 squared plus 25. That is f of x. That is f of x. Then plus 2. Then you're going, the like terms is 25 plus 2. So it's going to be negative x minus 3 squared plus 25 plus 2 is 27. So the new turning point, the turning point of P of x will be, remember I said to take from here, it's going to be 3 is to 27. Simple. And then the last question, 6.9. Find the value of k. This question is very important, guys. It's very important, to which the straight line will be a tangent to f. Now, what do they mean when they say tangent to f? Tangent is a line that touches the graph at one point. So they mean this is y is equal to 2x. Let me wrap this. Y is equal to 2x plus k. This is the equation of a tangent. It touches this at one point. So it means it's a point of intersection for both the graph of f and that equation of a tangent. So you must equate the two equations. That's why, because they have a common point, it means you must equate them. So it's going to be something like f of x must be equated to 2x plus k. Then your f of x is negative x minus 3 squared plus 25 is equals to 2x plus k. Then you can just simplify this. It's going to be negative. When you simplify x minus 3 squared, it's going to be x squared minus 6x plus 9. Then you have plus 25 is equals to 2x plus k. Then when you simplify, the negative affects everything in the bracket, so it's going to be negative x squared plus 6x minus 9 plus 25 is equals to 2x plus k. Then you transpose, so it's going to be negative x squared plus 6x minus 2x. Negative 9 plus 25 is plus 16. Then minus k is equals to 0. Then group the like terms. So it's going to be, let me just write it here, x squared, negative x squared plus 4x plus 16 minus k is equals to 0. Then I'm changing the signs. X squared minus 4x minus 16 plus k is equals to 0. Now it's nature of roots, guys. This question is always nature of roots. So because of it touches, they touch only at one point. It means the roots are rational. They are equal. We have equal roots. So delta must be equal to 0. That's very important key. So delta must be equal to 0 here. So delta is equals to 0. Then it means delta is what? B squared minus 4ac is equals to 0. Then your b is negative 4 squared minus 4, 1, negative 16 plus k is equals to 0. Then negative 4 squared is 16 minus 4, negative 16 plus k. I only multiplied negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Then I'm going to distribute here. It's going to be 16 plus 64 minus 4k is equals to 0. Then transpose the 4 that side, so it's going to be 16 plus 64 is going to be 80 is equals to 4k. Then divide by 4. Then k will be what? 20. So k is 20. Then that's it. Thank you guys. I will do another problem soon. Thanks.